Welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. We are back here in our little slice of the US, and we are continuing our farming empire build here on Farming Simulator 22. All right, a few things to update you. We've cycled ahead a little bit. We've done some work on the farm and all that sort of stuff, so we'll catch you up very quickly. So in between the last episode and this episode, we've actually harvested field 54. We've ploughed them in or cultivated them in and then reseeded them again. We've reseeded them with canola on 54 and wheat on 72. Just to break things up just a little bit, although we're not really breaking things up because now we're coming into harvesting our sunflower here. And we've got over here. Our sunflowers over there as well. So I've got sunflowers over here as well. So we're going to harvest them up. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to sell this field. I've decided I'm going to sell the field over here. I don't need this field so much anymore, purely from the point of view that we had that for the grapes. It was a small, pardon me. It was a small and affordable field at the time to explore with our olives. It wasn't grapes, it was olives. We're no longer using it for olives. So I think we might sell that. We'll harvest it, then we'll sell the land. And then what we're going to look at doing is I want to expand here. So I want to expand 57 and 56. They're the first two fields I want to buy next. Then I want to buy 71. Then I want to buy 70. So I want to expand out this way. So I'm going to take 56, 57, not necessarily in that order. 71, 70. I'm also going to get 53 because I want to join these two fields up, 53 and 54, and 55 as well at some point. That's what I want to get as soon as I can is these fields here. Now, I have a methodology to try and do that. Now, I know our loan is quite high still, 3.4 million still, and that's okay because that's what farms do. They have a big loan. Now, I know we said we weren't going to up it. I'm thinking I'm going to up it. I'm going to take out another 600,000, take it up to 4 million. Now, the reason being is I want to purchase land. I want to get land up and running. So if I take another 600,000, it's 372,000 for that one there. 266 for that one. So 600,000 will almost get me to that point of being able to buy both of those fields there. Alternatively, there's 680 for that one field, but you're paying for all the extra land as well. And I think over here, what we can do is we can actually merge this field into one big field as well. So we can take that, we can cut it around through there, and then bring it back through here. And we've got another nice big field there. So I want to do that. And then this field over here is 772,000. So we've got a bit to do there. So I think what we might do is we might just do that. We might just commit. There's nothing in those fields at the moment, so we've got to de-rock them. We've got a bit of work to do before we can actually use them. I can then plough them in. Now, insofar as timing for planting, I'm just wondering whether we actually do some wheat or barley, because I'd also like to get a flour plant or grain mill up and running. So then I can get a bakery up and running, and then we can get some bread going and all that other stuff. So I'm sort of contemplating what we're going to do with that. But I think in the first instance, I'm going to buy both those fields. I'm going to get a loan. Now, come December, is it December? Yeah, December. I'm going to sell a lot of my produce that's stocked up. And I've got a whole pile more produce to put away. I'll show you that in a minute. But as you can see here, January for lettuce, January. It's going to be January. So January for lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberries. Grape juice, don't have to worry about. What else we got? Olive oil is in May. Canola oil is November. Sunflower oil is February. So November we want to sell the canola. We haven't got any canola oil, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to sell that. Honey is in February. So in January, February, we've missed the sell point for clothes. That's okay. We won't sell the clothes off yet. Well, we can, because it's not that bad in February. So December/January/February, we're going to look at selling off all of these products at their highest sell value. So particularly the lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberries, they're all going to be sold in January. Now, that's going to help us bankroll get more money and pay the loan down or whatever else if we need to, because we should get a fair bit of money from that. So without further ado, let's have a look and see what we've got over here. So in the time we've skipped ahead and all that sort of stuff, we've just so you can see what we've got. We've piled up our produce here. This is what we've got out of the greenhouses through there, and then we've got some honey and some eggs here as well. I did grab some sunflower oil from the oil processing plant, but I wasn't thinking at the time. I just put it straight into the warehouse. So in the warehouse, as you saw before, we've got 32,000 litres or 33,000 litres of sunflower oil in there. So that'll make a nice little profit as well. And we've got time between now and, what was that one? January? February. Another 6 months almost to get more of that made. Now, the other thing is too, we've made some changes around the farm. Now, only minor changes, but what we did is there is a nice new pack on the mod hub as I get rid of the chainsaw that has these lovely buildings on them. So these are American style buildings. I've got them in the blue shade. I do like the blue. I think it's quite a nice look. And we've got a new main shed there for our tractors, and we've got sheds here. I put these two big sheds in as well. These are drive-through sheds, which are going to be very handy for the combine and anything else we get later on. Put another shed over in here. We moved the workshop again and replaced it with this one. So we made gains and losses with the buildings, but that's okay. We also made some money with some sales and our money we make at the farm overnight sort of thing. So it all sort of worked out in the end. So that was okay. So we're happy with that where we stand at the moment. All right. So we got lots of things to do. So what we got to do today is we've got to do the sunflower harvest, which we can kick off very quickly. And I'm going to get these two fields here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go and grab some money. So we're going to borrow, take up to 4 million. And when we get to 4 million, that will be our cap. I'm going to hold fast to that this time. Unless there's an absolute emergency, but at the moment, that's where we're going to. So there we go. So we're now back. Right, so we're $802,000 on us. I'm going to go over here to the map, and I'm going to purchase my fields. So that one there, we're going to buy 372,000. Thank you. Yes. And this one here, we're going to buy. Thank you. Yes. And that leaves us a balance of $163,000, which is fine. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head on over there, and we are going to merge these in. But we're also going to get the harvest going. So what we'll do first, we'll grab the combine, which is just over here, like that. And we'll take him off and get the sunflowers underway. So we don't need that header. All right, let's go. Now, let's not be silly. I know some of you won't be so happy with the fact we've gone further in the loan, all that sort of stuff, but you know what, the reality of a farm, especially a modern day farm, is they do roll in debt. I mean, let's face it, farms aren't that readily available to go entirely liability free, but wrong button. And we know that, but anyway, we're just going to continue on doing what we think is best. We won't sort of stretch ourselves too far. 4 million we can actually pay off relatively quickly once we get everything up and running fully where we want it to be. So like once I have more production plants up and running, once I get some cows in, if we do some cows, all that sort of stuff, it can turn around quite quickly. And that's what we're relying on, I guess, to turn it around. And the production facilities are sort of growing as well, so that will be another way to get everything up and running. But anyway, so we're just going to worry about getting the harvest done first. We'll get those other two fields up and running so we can get them turned around and profitable for us as well, and then we'll go from there. Now the other fields that I've just purchased, I'm thinking my intent is not to put sunflower or canola on those at this point in time. We'll see exactly what happens with that. I'm not 100% sure what we'll end up doing, but I'm thinking we'll be putting something like sorghum or soybeans or something like that in those fields once I combine them. and then we have another variation of crop to deal with. And that may mean that we're actually just selling raw crop instead of actually going into production, and all that sort of stuff. So it does sort of change up things a little bit if we do that. So yeah, but anyway, all right. So here we are. We're off and running with the big class, and we're going to get this stuff done. So I hope everyone is doing well. We are doing really well here. Obviously, you would have noticed well and truly by now that our new branding is live. I'm quite happy with how that all turned out. There's some other tweaks to the channel and things I'm going to be doing in the near future. But let me know in the comments down below as well as about the farming and the episode itself, what you think of the new branding and stuff like that. I would be keen and interested to know what you think. Obviously, I'm keen to hear positive interest in comments, but if it's negative, well, I'll hear that too, but I don't care because I like it. Oh dear. Alright, so we're going to get him up and running. We'll head on over to the other, do this edge, the northern edge over there, and then we'll put the hired hand to work and continue on with the sunflower harvest. Again, we're going to take the sunflower, we're going to drop it straight up to the processing plant to press it into sunflower oil, and we'll keep that up and running. So that will continue. Obviously, with having that little bit of cash behind us still, it means that if there's anything we need, one of the things I would like to look at doing, in fact maybe that's what we use this other field for, is maybe look at doing some sugar beets. So I'm going to think about that a little bit more. I probably won't do it for the first iteration of the fields, because I mean we've got to buy a sugar beet harvester and all that sort of stuff, or we can lease one. I mean, that's the other option, but we'll have to have a look and see. But I'm very keen to do some sugar beets. I'm very keen to put in a sugar production facility and produce sugar, and then we can do more wide-ranging production as well. So that's the plan for that. What I'm going to do is where we decide, I'm not going to buy every production facility I want to use new, but the ones we do buy, we are going to put down through here on this left hand side here. I figured this is going to be our production alley, so to speak. So I already have plans to put a secondary spinnery in, so we can sort of maximise the production of our linen. The tailor is working quite well, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably put 2 spinneries in, because I'm looking at possibly putting another sheep yard in as well. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't think we mentioned in the last episode, we've also put in, I didn't mention it, I was going to mention this episode, we've also put a grass dryer in as well, just near the silo complex. So now we actually are putting our grass in there and drying it off into hay, and hay is obviously what we're going to be feeding the sheep and that. So that is live as well. That's another change we did. So once we've got all that on running and we've got production running, there'll be another set of sheep in here somewhere, probably right in that slot there, or just behind the beehives here. And then from there we will just continue to develop our production from there. So that's the plan for this point in time. All right, let's go off and grab a truck and trailer. Right, here we go. We're going to grab the man. We're going to take this down, park it at the side of the field. I'll also take the tractor down with an overloader, and we'll do it the right way. We won't take the semi onto the field. Now the advantage with these sheds is, the reason why I got these big sheds is they are drive-through, so certainly for articulated vehicles like the semi-trailers, like even if we end up going a B-double configuration, which is quite possible, or for the combine harvester with the headers, we can just park it all nice and conveniently alongside in the sheds, so it means we can sort of put everything away properly. Alright, shut you off. Alright, I think we'll use this guy for the overloader, or the auger wagon. Oh, can't hear the engine. What's going on there? Right. presume you're not going to hear the engine. Right. Okay, so we're going to grab the auger wagon, which is just there. I moved sheds. Oh, what I haven't done is I haven't moved the time back up yet, so we'll put that back up. Put it on to 30 for a little bit. Just get that going. Okay. Alright, take this down, put this up, and then we might, well actually I can't do that because the truck's in use. I was going to take some of the pallets and put it into the warehouse. What we might do is grab the Xerion and I think we'll take the plough over and we'll merge those two fields in. That's what we'll do first. Our two new fields. Alright, combine's at 68%. Right, so let's go find the Xerion. There you see it. Alright. Yeah, so recapping back to the talk about the fields and money and stuff like that. I know some of you may sort of sitting there going, no, you shouldn't have done it. But I get that, but I think at the moment it's rob Peter to pay Paul. So we've spent the extra money, taken an extra loan to get a bigger field, which then means, or two big fields and combined into one. That also then means we're going to have more product coming in, slightly more cost overall to run it, but at the end of the day we should be able to make more profit from the output from those fields, and that's the plan. So we'll just we'll see how things pan out with that. But I'm quite sure that we'll actually turn it into a positive as far as the farm is concerned. So, so I'm going to go down the side of this field here, under the overpass, railway overpass, and then we'll come up the other side. Come up the other side to the field. Okay, so obviously merging these two fields are going to be different field states, right? So we can deal with that. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to unfold because I want to make sure I get this merging reasonably neatly. Yeah, I'll make sure I turn on allow create fields. Alright, now let's go. A little lower. And we will just very easily I want to give myself nice smooth edge through here, because the other edge obviously will be a fairly tight transition, and then come across here. I'm just going to come in, I'm going to cut in a little bit early here, so I know I'm not going to be straight with that edge, and I'm going to come back and do the other edge, go the other way. So like that. Now, let's see if I can I want to try and straight it just as best I can. Let's see if I can do it hydraulically. If not, I may have to use the painter just to tidy it up. If I go outside the boundaries, if I'm inside, well, I'll just come back and just run another run through. A little bit outside there. Right. Great. Cut in there, I think. Oh, have a look. I want to make this nice and straight, so I'm going to be very particular about it. Cut in through there. Right, so yeah, I do want to. You know what? All right, let's see. We'll give it one chance. See if I can tidy it up with one pass. If not, then I'll just leave it be. I'm not going to muck about with it too much. I've got a combine empty, obviously, as you can see. So I'll just. Let's see if we can get this nice and close, and we'll offload the combine. too far? No, I've gone too far out. That's okay. We can tidy that up. There we go. Right, we'll come back and tidy that up with the what's name. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that. I'm going to head back over and we're going to offload the combine. There we go. So we can get him continuing on with his work. All right. So yeah, I hope you don't mind. Don't mind. Hope you like the change to the farm as well. I've always said the farm is a bit of a live thing in progress because it will change here and there. The shed's position I'm relatively happy with at the moment. That may change though. I may move them around a bit at some point, but for the moment, I think it's fine where it is. So yeah, I think that will work in our favour where it is. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. All right, we're going to come over here. I'm going to do this other joining edge. And similar to the other side, I want to try and get this straight. This one should be fairly easy to keep straight though, because I can just come in and... Although, do I want to put a curve? No. Yeah, I will actually. Keep talking myself in and out of it, don't I? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to come in. Do probably shouldn't do this, but I will. I'm going to extend it out so a little bit. Get that little bit there. There we go. Right. Okay, that's got the core of it joined up. Let's just finish the middle part here, and then we'll have to come back and get the rock picker-upper. And then we'll be good to go. All right. The interesting part, it actually showed a road, didn't it, in between these two fields. There's no actual path or road or anything else in here, so it's a little bit interesting, but maybe it didn't. Maybe I was seeing things. It certainly looked like it did. Anyway. Alright, so we'll get this done, and then we'll tidy up the field. I'll probably do the tidying up of the edges and that off camera, if I end up worrying about it. I may just end up not worrying about it at all and just leave it where it is. So we'll just sort of see where that ends out. We will make sure that this is limed, so it's at the same state as this part of the field here, so 57. We'll make sure 56 and 57 are at the same... what did you do? Raise, not lower. Right. Yeah, we'll make sure that they're at the same state. We don't want half a field to be needing lime and the other half not, which is sort of what we ended up with the composite field that the sunflowers are in now. So we want to sort of minimise that where we can. And that's a fairly simplistic fix. It just means we need to go through, make sure we put any lime down we need to, and then we'll be good to go. The interesting part will be seeing how our AI workers go with this field. Obviously, if we're using courseplay, that'd be a little bit different, but I'm still not happy with courseplay and where it is. I don't know if I'll end up even using courseplay with FS22 in its current state, the way it's going. I know some people, I know Jimmy was saying he's enjoying it, finds it easier, but I don't, for whatever reason, I don't think it's as good in any way, shape or form. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, so we've merged the fields. Let's have a look at the map now. There we go. So we've merged the field in there. So it definitely needs some lime. So we'll put some lime in, and then we'll be good to go. Fertilizing, yeah, okay. I'm not worried about the fertilizing quite so much as making sure we've got the lime state there. So we'll just come through, we'll drive over, give us some lime, and we'll be good to go. All right. Excelente. So I'm really torn up about this sugar beets. I'm really keen to run sugar beets, but by the same token, I don't know if I really want to do that size of field with sugar beets. It'd be quite a profitable crop, I would imagine. I mean, if we get the sugar beet harvester, it's probably not going to be so much of a problem. I mean, yeah, I might have a look. I might have a look and see what the costs are going to be, because what we're going to need is a sugar beet harvester. It's pretty much it, isn't it? Really. So the cost of a sugar beet harvester is the important part. Hopefully, we could get one that comes on sale. So let's have a look and see. In fact, what is on sale? 6M. Yeah, nothing there of any use to us at the moment, so that's okay. If we come over here and have a look at beet technology, so we're talking 375, 499, 471. So yeah, we're talking about a lot of money to invest in that. And is it going to be worth it? That's probably the big question. What's the capacity of that one? 45 cubic meters. Stevie's one's got the higher capacity. Yeah, so I mean that's something we need to sort of consider if we look at doing that. So anyway, all right, we're going to grab the lime spreader. We'll go out and put some lime over that little area, and then we should be fine to go from there. I could give a spray of fertilizer, I guess. I think that'll take at the moment. So that's an option we could do. Okay. Lime. So we need to fill up some lime. Obviously, with the placements of the shed, we also moved the fuel tank and the supplies silo here. But that's sort of a given in the fact that we moved everything around a bit. We had to make way for some stuff. Fill that up with lime. Now we're good to go. Alright, what's the combine harvester doing? He's at 70%, so we don't need to offload him yet. So they're powering his way through that large field. It's nice to see the black and orange class colour livery, thanks to Stevie. Really happy with that. Took out the road sign for about the 15 millionth time. All right, powering through here. So I'm really in two minds about the beetroots. Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, I'm probably already going to have made my decision by the time you actually comment. But I will be interested to see what the comments are. So yeah, sound off in the comments and let me know what you think. Have we done the right thing with the fields? And should we go ahead and do some beetroot farming on a fairly big scale? Because I mean, obviously, it's not going to be a small beetroot field. Or should we consider doing beetroot, but do it on another field, on a smaller field plot, and sort of test the waters that way? I'm thinking I might just want to go all in, like just bang, just go big, go home sort of thing with beetroot. Well, sugar beets, I should say, not beetroot. So yeah, but let me know what you think. Be interested to know. All right, let's see if we copied off most of that. Yeah, done most of it. Oh, actually, yep. Got to do this bottom edge where we've gone over as well, and then this little bit in here, which I'll do now. That little bit done there. And then we got a little bit down here, and that should be all tickety-boo with lime. And then we just come up and get the stones off the field. Here you go. I used the lower key, not the turn on key. Alright. Like I said, we'll tidy up the edges there if I just think we need it, but I don't know. I think we might just leave it. Alright, now I'm going to assume that's going to be enough. Just a little edge, just a little sliver down through here, and then we're done. And then we'll be good to empty the combine by the time we finish that as well. So just a sliver through here. We cover that in, and that should be good to go. All right, so that's all prepped. What we might do is I might pick up most of the rocks off camera, and then when we come back we can finish that off in the next episode, just purely from the fact it's going to take a long time to get all the rocks off that field, of those two fields. So we might, like I said, do that, a little bit of that off camera. So that's all well and good. Now, combine has to move out a bit so we can actually jump out here, run over to the combine. We'll pull the combine back out a bit so that overloader can come in. Okay. Alright, off we go. Let the combine get them going again. And then that's going to be the end of the episode, because we're already over time, and time flies when you're having fun. I keep saying that, I know, but I must admit we are really enjoying our time back in FS22 now. It's been a pleasant journey by and large, and it's just yeah, becoming more and more I won't say entertaining for me, but more what is the word I'm looking for? More satisfying, I guess, is the word I'm looking for, and the fact that we're enjoying our time with it. Got very disillusioned at the end of FS19, but also quite fearful of what FS22 was going to bring. And as I said before, I think by and large, Giants have done quite a good job, and I'm very, very pleasantly surprised, truthfully. So. Yeah, there's still issues and bugs, and Giants never do things in a timely manner in relation to fixing bugs. We know that from history, but yeah, we'll and the modding support has been fantastic, so that's good to see. All right, that is going to be it for the episode. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. The details of all those are down below in the description. You can also consider supporting the channel as well. Details for that is down below. Always appreciated but not expected. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duckzilla Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. See you all later. Bye.